Glad you got them oils yesterday, brother. I'm coming, y'all. Just got a uh, studio thing. What's that? All right, now just one more thing I got to do, and then we can start the mother this show. Just one more thing I got to do, and then we can start the mother this show. Just one more thing I got to do, and then we can start the show. Just one more thing. Now let me look up this part. I almost want to get my car washed. See if I can find the car wash. You will arrive at your destination at 12:36 p.m. I'll ride to the car wash first, man. Exit the parking lot toward Robertson Avenue. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Car Chronicles. I'm your host with the most, Captain Tazaryach. I got you coming, man. Relax yourselves. Let your conscience be free and get down with the LIKE. It's called the like button. Turn left. Go ahead and push that like button. Then turn left. Help push this algorithm out there. Okay. So now I'm live, you know. Yeah, hey yo, I want to say you're a bad motherfucker, man. Why you say that? What I do, man? How the hell you get the video before I even put the shit up? Oh. Damn, I'm like, what the? How the hell can I get this damn shit before anybody? I'm gonna tell you offline how I got it. Let me tell you offline. All right. All right. All right, don't sweat. All right, peace. Yeah, that was my good brother Sinetta. And one thing y'all gotta know in all of this, and I'm glad Sinetta called so I can talk about it a little bit before um we get into it. One thing y'all gotta know when you watch that video, now that video, I thought if we're gonna talk about the video, well, I'm gonna try to wait till more people come in before I talk about the video. Maybe I'll play a song. Let me see if I play a song. And the phone number is open, 862-224-9027. I'm gonna play a song. Y'all let me know if the song comes through okay. Let me see. Let me see what song I'm gonna play. I think I know what song. I'm gonna play the most befitting song that can apply to this right here. Turn left. Oh, 27 Club. Right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. One, two, three, four. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's good enough. I got hits on my body, bitch, I'm innocent. And this UPK at night, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's good enough. I got hits on my 600 feet, your destination will be on the left. And shit. This a Saints hat. This a third can be been here, JK. Your I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. Bottle, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the play, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes, we okay back. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Yeah, my bitch bad, number 31. Yeah, yeah. Not a drill, I be 30 up. Yeah, yeah, about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. And so when you see it, ain't that jerky up. And smash, I got the brick with my cover on. He a fan, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no skelly. It's one West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked and he broke another. I got the plate, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, I guess he wanna fall. Put the oil on his head, that's another song. I try to tell him we a problem, do this shit at home. She unhappy, left her man, she a 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Life is death. I got him star on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. And the Jeep be caring nothing, we on fellowship. Be going ill. LeBron ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me, yeah, where I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better touch a chair. Ooh, yeah, I'm with the extra, that's on the bag. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She's the worker with her hands up, she off her bag. Bro, business, yeah, they done that give me heart attacks. You see the banner by my head, I'm a quarterback. These niggas coward pussies, we don't want no part in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. And don't be getting on the truth, cause we with all of that. Before they started dissing, there was fans first. You would never catch me digging in no man purse. All right, y'all. Just a brief song. I'm glad. Did y'all hear the music okay? And y'all let me know in the comment section if you heard the music okay. It'd be greatly appreciated to know that the music was coming through pretty good. So what I was talking about was the confrontation that happened on the X Files. The X Files show is a show by myself and 607 Unc. Last week or this past week, you had 607 Wack, Sonetta, R&B, Jabari, Napah, Shada, was all participants on the channel. And of course, Jabari says something about a little penis, and I'm gonna tell you, in watching that video, right, I think Jabari intentionally said it. I'm gonna just tell y'all flat out. What I mean by that is, if you watch that video, if anybody watching that video, you know how debates go. What I mean by how debates go from you're debating different subjects. So there was three subjects that was on the table before um before the incident happened. They was talking about being African American, they was talking about marriage, and they was just talking about overall relationships. And anybody, when you have a debate, if you, especially if y'all watch the X Files show with me and 607, you got men talking, men interrupt. That's what happens when men talk. Men debate, men interrupt, XYZ. And if you're not aggressive in it, you lose. And personally, I feel like 607 and Wack won the African argument. Jabari wanted to make it seem like we're African American. 607 and Wack is saying we're not African, we're American. 607 made an excellent point about saying the African sold us. Jabari was making points like because he has an African name, he was like almost what is the word? Jabari was kind of making it anecdotal as opposed to making it broad. And Jabari wasn't honest enough. Like he was minimalizing Africans selling black people into slavery. He was minimalizing. He was trying to make it small because, of course, he goes to Africa, does whatever he does, and I guarantee you, I would wonder if Jabari is making some good. Oh, that made the wrong damn turn. I would wonder if Jabari is a part of the Africans that are using Africa as the hustle for black people. What do I mean by that? Alabama Avenue. What I mean by the hustle is, if anybody knows about the West Coast and Ghana and going back all of that, it's a tourist attraction now. It's not about moving black people to Africa in some mass exodus. It's about going to Africa like you would go to the Bahamas, like you would go to Trinidad, like you would make any type of trip over there. It's not about restoring black people. It's about making money off of black people. So that argument I gave to Wack and Jabari, excuse me, Wack in the 607.
The relationship part of the argument, I gave to all of them. I thought they all made good points. I thought Wack made points, 607 made points, Jabari made points. When it came to marriage, when I think Wack and Jabari was speaking from a contractual point, 607 was saying the contract don't mean shit. So I lean more towards 607, but there were points that they all made. The biggest point I want to point out though is that Jabari's voice was the weakest out of all of them. Jabari was a fish out of water. What do I mean by fish out of water? Jabari was in there. He was trying to be, I guess, if you want to say cordial, like he was trying, and that's why I hate the word debate. The reason why I hate the word debate because debate makes you formal. When you say I'm going to battle, it makes you aggressive. And Jabari didn't have no aggression. Jabari didn't know how to assert himself. He thought that in that environment, letting everybody speak when it's their turn was the way to go. And it's just not. If y'all seen me in 607, you'll know that what Wack did, what 607 did, what they all did is the normal shit for that environment. That's why I said fish out of the water. Jabari thought, I don't know if Jabari thought he was if he was on some remote shit, if he thought there was gonna be a moderator that they was gonna listen to. He knew for about a week that he was gonna be on that platform. I don't know if he watched it to see, the environment, how it was supposed to go. And the reason why I think what Jabari did was on purpose and intentionally to be offensive like that was because he wasn't heard. I would argue he was the little dick out there. That's what I would argue. Because if you're talking about energy, if we're all in a room and we're all in a free fall debate or free fall battle that has a moderator that ain't really moderating the way you're supposed to be in, you can't complain that your voice is not being heard. You have to make your voice heard. You got to man up. And Jabari's way of manning up was to say what he said. Turn left. And once he went that route, and now, when Wack said you're gay and all that other stuff like that, you could say trash talking. And Jabari could have responded however he wanted to Wack's trash talking. But when Jabari brought the size of the penis in there, you can't dictate how somebody responds to whatever that disrespect is. Oh, this ain't Jabari. Turn left, and you have reached your destination. Okay, so, hold on, let me make sure I went to the right location. I went to the right. This ain't it. I'm trying to go to the part, but clearly feet. You have reached your destination. To the wrong. I clearly went to the wrong damn location. You have reached your destination. 3028 31st Avenue North. Hold on one second. Let me pull over and get this right. So when Jabari says what he says, and here's what people always want to control. People always want to control somebody else's disrespect. Head toward Batavia Street, then turn left onto Batavia Street. At the stop sign, turn left onto Batavia Street. Somebody always wants to control someone else's response. Turn right onto Clare Avenue. And that's something you cannot do. You disrespect somebody and you think they should respond how you responded to their disrespect of you, it don't go like that. It don't go like that. And you know it, and I'm gonna tell you what's and Sarnetta, I don't know what Sarnetta has said on his platform, but Sarnetta know good and damn well that what Jabari said was out of pocket and shouldn't have said it. Sarnetta knows that. If Sarnetta's honest, stop sign, turn right. Sarnetta's gonna say that he should not have said that. Because before that, I'm gonna tell you, before that, can't nobody say before at the stop sign, said turn right on Albion Street. Then at the next light, can't nobody left. Tell me what Wack 100 did that was wrong or required that.
At the light, turn left onto 28th Avenue North.
You just got to tell me. Phone lines is open. 862-224-9027. And this ain't even coming from a dislike of Jabari or like a Wack or dislike of Sinetta, because Sinetta is my homie. That's Sinetta is my boy. Period. So this ain't got nothing to do with none of that. And I'm gonna tell you, and this is how you know that it was only the sex play talk. Okay, we got my good brother. What's up, Si?
Man, you already know I gotta call in and I gotta correct you. I gotta correct you. I gotta correct you on a few things here,
Okay.
brother.
No sweat. What you gonna correct me on?
Okay, real talk. When you said that Jabari and we knew the situation we was going into, that is incorrect. We was told that we was going there to be on 607's platform
That's what I'm
to be
talking
face
about.
to face. No, listen. Just me and Bobby was going to be with 607. Wack 100 came in at the last minute. We were told by 607 at the last minute, like about an hour before the show began, that 607, that Wack 100 was coming. We didn't know none of
No,
that.
that's
We
not what
was
I'm talking about, son.
blindsided.
No, I ain't talking about whether y'all knew 607. I mean, Wack was gonna be there. I'm talking about
Right.
the interruption. Like when me and if I said if you watch the show, if you watch the show with me and 607, we're over
Uh-huh.
talking with we're interrupting. That's what I was talking about. Not that y'all whether y'all
Oh,
knew not that y'all knew
yeah,
Wack
that's
was gonna
correct.
be there. What I was
That's
talking,
correct.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
part I'm talking about.
that's correct. But we was blindsided. I mean, I stay ready. You gotta stay ready. So
Right, right, right. That's why I said. That's why I said.
you know,
That's why I said Jabari was a fish out of water. I didn't say you was, because you
but
came in. You
I
came.
agree with you. Bob's my man and all that. I do agree with you when you say a fish out of water.
Mhm.
He didn't know how to respond to that.
Right.
But see, when you say Jabari talked about the penis thing, Watson Hunt was already talking about Jabari's wife being already, sexually assaulted by other men cheating on her. See,
What you
you
mean?
didn't say that part.
I didn't hear that part. What part is that?
There was a bunch that was in the video where Wack 100 was already talking about Jabari's wife being sexually involved with other men. So he
I gotta go
violated
back and hear
Jabari's
that.
wife.
Okay, I gotta go back. I gotta
He
go back and hear that part. I gotta go back and listen to it and listen for that part.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
listen for
bro.
that part.
But overall, the whole thing to me, I loved it. I love the
I know you
interaction. I
did.
love the
That's what people don't
confrontation.
understand. Yeah, that's what people don't understand. So I never loved that shit. So I never did not have a problem with none of that shit
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I was loving it. I was liking that shit, man.
Yeah,
But in
God.
terms of if you listen to the show, when I jumped on the scene, you see 607, get the link.
Right, right, right. Get right, right.
You'll see over there.
I was just about to talk. I was just about to talk about that, and I was because what I was going to say was, you could tell that it was only the sex talk that Jabari said, because when you came in there and was like, you a killer, you a gangster, or XYZ, Wack didn't care about that. Wack went right to the
Right,
conversation
right.
because it's
Right know what time it is.
not just that. Wack knows. Okay, that's a normal man to man conversation. But for Wack, it's not a normal man to man conversation to talk about dick size, because that wasn't the
Right.
subject. So once
Right.
you
I
came,
wouldn't have never did that.
right,
Jabari don't know the street level.
right, right,
He would
right,
have never did that. And I
yeah,
talked to Jabari that.
right.
You
That
know,
that yeah, that's
I always, I always wrong with that. I used to say that shit to him. Come on, man. Jabari, my shit.
no.
I'm gonna see that
Listen,
shit in front of me. You can probably hear me now, but I can't go against Jabari. That's not what I wanted me to kept looking at me saying, see, yo, man, it's awful. I'm not gonna damn.
right, right.
I couldn't do that shit, man.
So what? And so
It's
besides
like
saying,
you and prophesy.
right.
And prophesy, make a mistake. You ain't gonna correct chances in front of you
Now we're
know
gonna
what I'm
talk
saying?
about that shit later. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, we're
Exactly,
gonna
bro.
talk
That's
about
what
that
I'm
shit.
talking about.
I knew
Right.
exactly. Listen, I knew exactly why you were saying what you were saying in front of him, because of course that's your man. You brought him there, so you ain't about to shit on your man in front of the whole thing. So I get
Right.
that part. I get that part totally. The other part now, the other part, I gotta agree with R&B when R&B. So when the situation kind of calmed down a little bit, when Nepal kept saying, "I'm glad they didn't fight," and then R&B pointed out the one time that we getting it calmed down. Let's not bring it back up. I could understand Nepal saying it the one time, but when Nepal kept saying
Yeah.
it over and over and over again, that's when I felt like R&B was right when she was like, "Let's just get it. Let's get the men to calm down." Because once they calmed down and Jabari apologized, the conversation went right back to normal. So that part, I kind of agree with R&B on that part.
You know why?
Why?
Because you didn't hear. See, it was a little in and out. You didn't hear R&B when she told the Paul, no, they need to fight. The Paul said, yo, I'm glad they didn't fight. And R&B said, no, he should fight him. He should fight him. Just like that. But you ain't.
I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch your video to see if I, hear
Yeah,
that part.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
she
have to
was
watch
saying
it.
they should fight. Hmm.
I'm gonna have to hear that. I'm gonna have to make sure I hear that part. I'm gonna tell you too.
Yeah.
Right, there was another part where Nepal was. I think they was talking about Jesus the serpent, right?
Right.
And Nepal said Jesus is the serpent in the garden, and Elohim lied. That's what Nepal said. If I
Right.
as I'm watching, I think R&B's response killed Nepal's point. I think
Hmm.
that meaning this. Now I don't agree with the whole Jesus is the serpent,
Right.
and
I know.
I don't agree with that.
Uh-huh.
But by Nepal saying that, and R&B being a former Christian, when R&B said, "Well, I think the author lied. I think she upped the ante on the lie." Because like what R&B did was like, okay, well, if you saying the Elohim lied, then the author lied the whole thing all the way through. Because if you telling me that God lied, then that means the author lied. And I think that response was better than Nepal saying that Jesus was the serpent and that the Elohim lied, because now the whole thing is a lie, which is what it would have to be if Jesus is the serpent and Elohim lied to Adam and them. Then the whole thing would have to be a lie, and I think R&B up the ante on that one. That's just my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay.
Because I was,
Of
go-
course, I
yeah,
do
because
that.
I was going to talk about that a little bit. Because of course I don't believe that. So I was going to talk about that a little bit. But I think R&B, when R&B said, "I think the author lied," I said, "Damn, I wouldn't," because I wanted to hear how R&B was going to respond to what Nepal said. Because I've listened to Jeremiah Judah try to respond. I've seen the deaconess dude. I think he agrees with Nepal that Jesus was a serpent or some shit like that. So I've seen all of them. So I wanted to see what R&B was going to say. So when R&B said the author is a lie, I was like, damn, man, she upped the ante on Nepal. I thought that shit was dope, personally. That was just my opinion.
I just wish we wouldn't have got into the beef and shit because that would have made the video was good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
The only way I would ever go back there is that you would have to let me come with you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have to come back with you, bro.
Listen,
I would have to come
607.
back with you
Listen,
and him.
60 called me. 60 called me. I think Thursday night or something, Wednesday night or something. He was like, "Yo, you should have been there, man. You should have been here because
I agree. I agree.
when the shit went left. Yeah, I should have been. Yeah, next time I'll be there. But you know what was
If you would have
crazy?
been there, I would have went all the way in. All the way in.
I'm gonna tell you something. I wonder if I would have been there if Jabari would have said that, because I'm telling you, if Jabari don't say that one part, that the content would have just been what if you edit that part out, if you edit the part where Jabari do the whole dick thing, they arguing for about 30 minutes. If you take that out, it's really about 2 hours of good content with no arguing.
Right. And the reason why I didn't take it out is because Wack was like, yo, don't edit nothing.
No, no, no.
So I didn't
I
want
ain't
to edit
saying you
nothing
got
and
it.
let
No,
people
no.
think that
Yeah,
I was scared or people were
right.
scared.
No, I don't
You
think you should have took it out. I mean, it happened. It happened. I'm really saying
Right.
that, like, if Jabari would have been like you, Unc, Wack, me, and used to environment, like, you can go into an environment with some political niggas. You can go into an environment with some intelligent niggas. You can go into an environment with street niggas. Like you know how to conduct yourself. And I don't know if you remember this one time. I think when there was a killing that happened in Brooklyn, and me, you, Jabari came, and we all went to the site where the killing happened in
Right.
Brooklyn, and we agreed that Jabari just kind of like is not environmental with that. And I think that's where the fish out of water. That's kind of where he was at. If he would have been more elemental to be able to handle it, it probably would have been a lot better for him. I think that's what the difference was with that. That's all. That's what I think.
Yo, yeah, Tamika telling you don't go with Sarnetta, Captain.
You think
She
I'm gonna
telling you don't go
listen?
with
You
me.
think I'm gonna listen to Mika? I'm not about to listen to him.
No, man, that's crazy. Hey, yo, let me ask you,
Uh huh.
why did Wack 100 started talking about my clothes and my shoes and shit? Like, what?
Because it's just shit talking at that point. I'm assuming I'm not in Wax
Yeah.
head. You got to ask
He
Wax.
started saying my gator was fake and all that, man.
Yeah. I'm assuming just shit talking at that point. You got to ask him that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. No doubt. I know that's what it was, shit
Yeah.
talking.
It's just shit talking at that point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that shit.
All right, man. Go
All
ahead,
right,
man.
man.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna continue to listen.
Yeah, I'm about to head out because I got to go over here to this cookout spot real quick.
Oh, okay, because I was getting ready to call Jabari, tell him call in.
Oh, I mean, I'll stay on a little bit if he call. I'll stay on for a little bit.
Nah, he probably doing something, man.
Okay.
It's the fourth, man.
All right.
It's
No
the
sweat.
4th of July today,
Yeah.
man.
Yes. Fourth of July. That's perfectly said.
Yeah,
Perfectly
4th
said.
of July.
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
brother.
All
Peace,
right.
man.
Peace time. All right. Hey, y'all. I am about to roll in a second. Because I got to do some setup over here. I'll probably do another live stream a little later, man. But I do appreciate y'all rocking with me. So until next time, y'all about to share